Everybody, and welcome to ESO Daily. I am your host, Mr. Raven. Alright guys, so I'm back on PC. Had a really interesting PvP weekend. Got with a couple of players, and we put a slight dent in, we readjusted the board, and it was really awesome. I had a lot of fun this weekend in PvP, in Cyrodiil. So working with a new build on my Nightblade. I'm actually liking it a lot better. I don't know if I'll be giving it out. I don't know. But it's really it was really fun. It was a blast. So I'm going to go ahead and pick up the blood root. I still need to do that normal to get that skill point. That's one. Pretty easy dailies. Pretty cake. Morning Mustang. So okay, Fungal Grotto 1 and Celine's. And until I get that unlocked, those passives, I'm going to go ahead with that Bloodroot Forge on normal so I can get that skill point. Still have to do it on this tune. So, but yeah, it was kind of interesting, man. I felt like PvP can be hectic, right? I mean, it can be really crazy because you get like I'm used to like PvPing maybe by myself or maybe with one or two other people, and whatever. Most of the time, I'm on the defensive because it's just the way it goes in PS4. But we actually had like 12 people in a group, and I was like, well, we're going to put a dent. If we got this many people, we're not zerging. We're going to put a dent. And we backdoored a couple keeps. I was carrying a scroll, almost had it to Arius. Well, problem of it is AD ended up taking Fargot, had a respawn point. There was, God, at least 100 of these people around between 12. Morning Caesar. Like 12 of us against like 100 of them, man. We held for a few. We had no backup. Nobody was coming. But later that evening, AD let up and they got that scroll. But by doing so and having to run it back, we got to recap a couple of those keeps that they were holding on to. So it definitely worked. Like the strategy worked. We didn't get to cap the scroll, but at the same time, we ended up putting a huge dent in their offensive plan, and then DC came around and capped up, and they're behind. So it usually swings one way, but this weekend just went to show if you have a very small group of people in Cyrodiil, and people are pushing the Zerg, and the entire faction wants to pay attention to one point, they're leaving the other keeps undefended, unrecognized, unchecked. You can go in and you can put dents in Cyrodiil, and it can massively affect how your gameplay will go. So the one thing I want to tell people is don't actually get caught up sometimes in the Zerg. If you can get a small team, don't get a huge team. Don't get like a full-size run. 10 to 12 players, that's enough to go around the backsides unnoticed, and then just go ahead and grab the keeps they're not paying attention to deep down in their shit. Sooner or later, they're going to come back. They're going to try to recap it. Well, all of a sudden, that's taken away from their forces. You don't stick around. You don't try to defend it. All you do is just cap it, move on to another one. Cap it, move on to another one. And they have to recap these. And it's deterring their forces. And that's what you want to do. That's how you want to play the game. It's strategy. It's like, I'm getting AP points where massively affecting the board and how the gameplay works. It's not being favored on one side. So I really like that. So sometimes I wonder where my faction members are. I heard about this bug. And this was brought up to my attention, that players are using, like, say I'm EP and my server's full, but AD isn't. Like, I heard that players are using other factions to queue in, and it's taking up their lock space. I don't know how accurate that is, but I hope that if that's the case, that ZeniMax gets that fixed. I will never do something like that. It will never happen. But it's kind of disturbing if people are exploiting something like that to bypass queues and get more populace of one faction into a server. I feel like that's cheap tactics. All right, I don't know what I'm getting, but it said vet. Easy vets, though. Easy. Usually in the morning I can get a pretty good queue, even on a deeps, but we'll see. Oh, speaking of, I gotta switch out one skill. What skill was that I was needing on my trap? Like I said, I'm still trying to get stuff unlocked on this tune. A lot. It feels weird. And oh yeah, it was so crazy. So I'm actually, me and 2 other people, it dropped down to like 3 of us, and we're defending, and next thing you know, I'm out there, I'm kind of doing my thing. Now mind you, I'm on my Nightblade, my stand blade, and people want to kill anybody anyways, but literally I felt like I was asking my group members, I'm like, there's 10 or 12 people out here fighting. Yet my head, if it pops out, it's like majority of the forces, like whoever's in a group will point it out. There's Mystic Raven, and then all of a sudden, I got carpet bombers on me. I got friggin' 10, 12 people. I'm friggin' dodge rolling for my life. I'm like, is it me, or do they really want me to die? Morning, Robert. And they're like, you know, Mystic, at first we were kind of chalking it up or whatever, but yeah, no, they hate you. They really hate you. And I'm like, jeez, I just feel like, you know, there's Mystic, get him out of the way, kill him. You know, and then a nice little visitor popped in PvP this weekend in Cyrodiil, and a nice little troll of mine and fellow streamer who talks a lot of shit, and I got to kill him a couple of times, and the queen made me serve him tea, a lot of tea. I couldn't help it. The queen told me to do it. You know, I'm EP, but she sent me a message. She's like, serve this player tea. He likes a lot of tea. I was like, okay, sure. I won't be cheap enough to actually post it, but it was funny. It was just payback, man, because his crew would take me out, like a bunch of them. I had like groups of 12 or 13 people serving me tea, and I'm like, you know what? Forget it, man. Payback's a bitch, you know? But I'm not suggesting people serve tea. Some people don't like tea, you know? It's just the way it is. I'm not usually one to do it. But it was funny. Funny stuff. I don't know if I want to get a chest or not. I'll take the lore book, I guess. I won't need it, but whatever. But, yeah. It's crazy. Come on, Q. Come on, please. Cue me in. Put me in, coach. Put me in. I feel like that on DPS. Like, you can't get nowhere. The Q hates DPS. Well, it's just because there's too many DPS. So if you have tanks and you have healers, you will get daily queues on random, on spot. Like clickety clock. Like, don't mind me, my granddaughter watches this show, so all of a sudden I'm picking up these phrases from a cartoon. It sucks. I feel like, you know, it's recycling. My kids were into Barney and shit when they were little. And what was it? Barney, Powerpuff Girls. The original Powerpuffs, something else. Now, mind you, I have all girls. Oh gosh. So of course they like the average. What I'm saying, the average, which one boys and girls watch, is like Barney's. But then they like the ones like Powerpuff Girls and some. Now my daughters, they're into anime, but my one daughter loves Steven Universe. And I'm like, you know, cartoon is definitely taking a turn from when I was a kid. You know, I grew up with Thundercats, Voltron, He-Man, you know, these really action-packed G.I. Joe, all these really action-packed cartoons. And now it's just like, I don't get the cartoons these days. I just don't. I don't know, man. I'm like, even the Smurfs, man, were kind of cool back in the day. And they redo like the DreamWorks Smurfs. But I'm like, it's good. It's just, it doesn't feel like the same. My granddaughter, she's definitely into like, I think it's the colors more than the, like, you know, they don't get the plot. They're kids at that time. And then they look back and they're like, oh, that's what that meant. Sure. Okay. Come on. I just want to get my queue in. I might have to switch tunes. I don't think I need anything in there. I think I'm looking for that hearsay stuff still, but this is crazy. Oh my gosh. So how'd everybody else's weekend go? You guys all have a good weekend? I'm hoping everybody had a good weekend. That's what it's about. Getting that time off. I don't know. A lot of people work on weekends. You know, for the people who work on weekends, you know, much respect. But for the people who got to enjoy it off, I really hope you had a good weekend this weekend. I didn't get to do as much as I wanted to do. I run around a lot. Free up a little bit of bag space here. Yeah, I'm about to switch. If this doesn't queue in the next 2 minutes, I'm about to switch tunes. I'm hungry. Oh my god. I went shopping for a PC. Oh, did you? Did you go to Best Buy Mustang? I didn't know if you went to go check that out. Did you do your daily random dungeon? No, I'm still trying to get into the queue as we speak. I'm trying. I'm trying to get in there. It's what I'm trying to do. I'm unfortunately on DPS at the moment. So I'll try to requeue it. Sometimes it does this thing, but I hate requeuing it too. Sometimes it gets a little like locked up inside, you know, whatever. But that's what I'm trying to get on. Bloodroot Forge was the daily, right? So by the end of this in the next 2.5, 3 weeks, about 3 weeks, I'll be coming out with my there we go. I'm going to be coming out with my Christmas wish list. I'm really looking forward to it. I do it every year. It's just my wish list for the next following year that hopefully Zost just take notes on and decide what they want to implement. It kind of helps the game out. And it depends. I did and no Steam machines, so I'm thinking of just buying a new rig. I don't know if it's worth it just for ESO. Here's the thing. If you're just going to use it for ESO, probably not. But morning, Lewis. But at the same time, if you're going to be using it for other applications, then it's not so bad. I mean, like, it's good for all sorts of stuff. You got the way I look at a PC is I use it for watching like my televisions and stuff. You can use apps on computers, schoolwork, if you're doing your homework, auditing, if you're doing anything from home. PCs have a lot more uses than just gaming. But gaming, you got to have specific specifications. Nope, one made it. There we go. Would be fun if I mixed Flame Blossom with Tinker for PvP or PvE? Flame Blossom's really fun in PvP. I like Flame Blossom. My friend was kind of debated about Flame Blossom, and I'm like, I use it with the Empowering Chains. No. For PvP, no, it'd be awesome. Getting used to that type of configuration's a little different, but it's definitely good. Alright, I've got to put this little spike thing on here. Okay. Guess it was done. Can't believe it. Like, see guys, I haven't even done this stuff. Weave up on this dude just a little bit. Okay, they're planning on pulling him. I hate running. Yeah, it's true, Lewis. I mean, it depends. You got to ask yourself, you know, how long are you going to play a game like this for? And even if you don't, there are other games out there that you can play with the PC. And even if you're used to a controller, you can still use controllers on PC. But like I said, you have more applications for PC than just, you know. But, you know, once again, you know, hey, Uology, what's up? Wait for him to do his thing. Somebody's dead. Oh, it's our healer. The DPS must have froze or something. Just keep healing. Get out! Trying to wait for him to do his shock. I don't want to get in there and fuck it. We're good. Morning, Todd.
By the ebony blade, this is it. We found the shrine.
Oh, nice. That's pretty good. When building a PC, pick software first, then build to run the software. You mean hardware? Yeah, build hard. He means pick hardware first, then build to run software. I think that's what Rock meant. I play ESO on console just for the comfort of playing on my couch. I work it, so I'm behind a desk all day. Last thing I want to do. You know, the thing though, Lewis, is nice is if you get a PC with Bluetooth, you can actually still play on a controller and use a wireless keyboard and mouse. I've done that before, except I get yelled at if I do it, because my old lady's like, you already have a console, keep the computer at the desk. But yeah, I hook up the TV, I got HDMI video card, and I just like, okay, you know, slick, you know. I'm going to go ahead. Oh, snap. I got to turn this in.
Unbelievable. Yes, you've done. You
Yes. Sure. I think this is the one that the other daily the person was looking for. Fungal Grotto 1. I don't need Fungal Grotto 1. So route the PC display to the TV. Yeah, yeah. And it works. Oh my god. Is this real? What the hell is going down? She queued us into the dungeon we just completed. That's my cue to go. Yeah, Rock, I know. But my wife... I have the same problem, Lewis! Oh, I know what you mean. If I hook this up to my TV, it can, but she'll kill me. She'll shoot me. Like, I have my console on my big screen. Everybody has their own TVs. That's my argument. It's like, you all have your own TVs. And they're like, yes, but this is the living room. And I'm like, and I'm living in it. So... But it's just a joke. Maybe a bad joke. I don't know. Yeah. Definitely don't want to piss off the wife. I trust you and me. I'm with you, Lewis. Don't do it. A happy wife is definitely a happy life. And if she's not happy, sometimes it'll be your fault. Sometimes it won't. I just try to be like, shake my head in a scared motion. Yes, yes. Yes, Mystic, you get it. My wife would not let me hear the end of it if she saw the PC sitting. Yeah, don't trust you and me. I've tried it. You know, it works. I'll tell you, it works. It does. You get a Bluetooth controller. You friggin' remote control your Xbox controller to your TV. And next thing you have a wireless keyboard and mouse, activate everything, open up ESO, boop, it's all big screen, and you're like, oh my god. Just like you're like, yes, I'm in heaven. If I die tomorrow, I don't need to worry about going there. It's right here in front of me.
Take it, my friend.
No, you build so you can run the software. Oh yeah. So, but yeah, you have to know what the specs are for sure. So you have to like check out what type of software you're going to be using, especially in games, and then basically from there, you that's a software. So the software, you need to know what requirements you're needing from the with the software. I agree, Mystic, 100%. Happy wife, happy life. Exactly. You know, me and my woman, we have a what I call a hate-love relationship. It's not love-hate. It's like the opposite. We argue. We love each other unconditionally. We're supportive. We're type people, but we both are very temperamental, and I'll piss her off and she'll piss me off, but that's what love is. Love to me is, you know, you can't think about being with anybody else even if you have those moments, and you work through them, and you compromise, and you communicate, and you know, you stay loyal at all times. You know, that's what life's about. Happy wife, is there such a thing? I'm not going there, Todd. You can open that can of worms. I am not. I'm not. I let my boyfriend play on his PC or PS4 in the living room. Do you? Mustang, you are so awesome. You are the bomb, Mustang. Can I I play in the living room. I'm not saying I don't. But if I put the PC in there, see, because she has a different schedule, and instead of she works weekends, and then she has weekdays off, and she's used on certain days. It differs. And when she's home, she's used to me being on the PC in the other room, and she can do her thing in the living room. And if we have her granddaughter out, or granddaughter over, she can have her, you know, watch TV or, you know, play, and she can watch her little investigation shows like, you know, Criminal Mind and all sorts of stuff, and relax and chill for the day. And if I was to be on there on her day off, I don't know what would happen to me. I'd probably get yelled at a lot. Just saying. You might be on to something there, right? You have to be one. Listen, guys, we're all human, right? And we all can't have our way all the time. We can't. I wish it was that way, but you know, that's when relationships go really bad, is when you can't give in. Or you could case mod the PC to look like a coffee table. But here's the problem, Rock. Like right now, like she's off today. Right now, I'm in the other room. I'm in my den, and so I'm in another room, and I'm able to like do my gaming on my PC, and she's in the living room with my granddaughter, and they have the TV and everything else. So everything's copacetic at this moment. If I was trying to stream this morning on that TV, it would matter. Now, here's the funny thing. I actually got the little PS remote box that I'm supposed to be able to stream my game into this room. I have tried it with other games, and it's worked out really well. I've tried it with ESO. Not so good. It's not so good. I wanted to just trying to use the PlayStation TV to stream your game. It's not good. Not good. I heard rumors of a woman like you. I think we need to collect samples and try to replicate more women like you, Mustang. It's a myth. No, it's not. It's real. It's so real. Morning, guys. Mystic, you know the download size for the patch on console? No, I don't. Actually, I didn't take a look at that. You know, the funny thing is, the more and more ZOS comes out with shit, the more and more I think I have to actually upgrade my hard drive in my PlayStation. Because I was like, I can't. Someone's like, oh, you want to play a game? And I'm like, well, I'm not a gamer. I'm an MMOer. But the funny thing about it is, even if I wanted to put another game on my console, after a while, ZOS isn't going to allow me to do that. It's going to be like, your console is ours. You're stuck here. This was the only game you can download or play. Deal with it. Like, okay, calm down, guys. You can take my hard drive. I'm just a participant. Lewis, I would gladly give a sample to help the cause. Yes, good. We can put it. We can like put it in like, you know, some kind of new fad drink for women. The all-around soda. Have you seen those table cases? They look like a regular table, but it's configured. Yeah, no. I've seen them. They look really badass. I have it. Case mod PC to be a coffee tea dispenser, so the wife loves it. Yes. Women like me in this aspect are unicorns. Yes, they are. Yes. I love my wife. Don't get me wrong, man. I'm not complaining, man. She's a hell of a woman. I feel like there's not too many people in the world who has her work ethics. Though we both did insurance, and she did she did health insurance, and she was management, and she did human resources and all that type of shit. And now she has kind of a less quality job, but she likes it. So she's not making as much money as she used to, but she's like, you know, when the kids were younger, the more I made and the more I worked, the less I had with my kids, and now the less I have financially, the more I have. So sometimes, and we always have that saying in this house, sometimes less is more, you know. She's home, you better speak softly. Oh, no. If she was going to get me, she wouldn't care about you guys. She'd come in here and grab me. Don't get it twisted there. But she, you know, she likes my honesty, but at the same time, like, no, I love her. I couldn't be with another person in my life. You know, she's a one of a kind woman. She has great work ethics. She's a hardworking woman. You know, and like I said, she's just very outspoken, and we're both too much alike on that end, where we don't censor ourselves. We don't bite our tongues. Let's put it that way. If there's going to be a debate, we're not going to have a debate in the room. It's going to be in the entire house. It's going to be like, what? No. And my kids are like, I'm going to my room now. You're not grounded. Okay, but I'm still going to my room. It doesn't happen often, but when it does, it can blow up. And I think that's kind of normal. I think a lot of people want to like think that life is all supposed to be roses and, you know, picket fences and, oh my gosh, and this and that. And, you know, to me, it's not. You know, we have to be willing to accept each other's faults. Case mods are expensive and are time consuming, even if you do them yourself, but they are very cool when they're done right. Yeah. My dude actually did the fish tank. Liquid cool. You guys seen that one? Oh my God. I couldn't do it. I'd be scared I'd mess something up. And he's like, the sealant has to be perfect or your shit's screwed. Assuming you haven't seen it already, you should look up the YouTube video called "The Hot Crazy Matrix." I have. I actually showed that to her. It's a great laugh because when he talks about different kind of women, yeah, no. I think actually she brought that to my attention. I take that back. My old lady actually brought that one to my attention. She saw it. She's like, "Have you seen the Crazy Hot Matrix?" And I'm like, what? Because we both watched The Matrix before. Now, certain things we do have a lot of commonalities on, and other things like it's like, you know, we're human. We have differences. Like she's played MMOs, and it's kind of funny because every time I've caught her playing an MMO, she does like the whole storyline and the whole. She always wants to do like a mage, and she, you know, decks her out and does the little fluffy stuff. And I'm like, okay, this is cool. Why don't you play with me? And she's like, no, I played with you one time. It was terrible. You always told me what to do. And I'm like, no, I didn't. And she's like, yes, you did. Yes, you did. You're such a fucking liar. Lewis, I have already seen that one. I was laughing so hard. Yeah, it was good. It was good. Well fitted. Why do I have well fitted? That can go. But yeah, crazy stuff, man. I try not to. Okay, so I'll give you guys my insight. Listen. So on my Nightblade, me and somebody else will go unnamed. He's watching. We are experimenting with sheer venom. This is turning out to be so nice. Anything but a Templar, anyways. You should see them. They run. They're running. We're laughing our ass off. Like, we were PvPing this weekend. Two of us were on Nightblades. And if he's here watching, he should speak up. And he was like, we were both stealth, and I was running Mark, and he wasn't. So his build's different than mine. And he was like, you know, Mystic, mark that one. And I'm like, I'm on it. And I'd mark him, and he'd like, we're both like, click, point. And next thing you know, they drop dead or start taking off running. My favorite case mod was the PC looks like the Millennium Falcon for Star Wars. I never seen that one. Oh my God. Dude. Yeah, but sheer venom's looking pretty nice in PvP. It definitely has applications. There's different ways to apply it, but dude. Yeah, what's that? It's Biz. We have two separate builds, me and this guy. we were really ripping people up with this shit. Oh God, it's so funny. Anyone have thoughts on the new Xbox One? It looks good. I haven't got to test it or do anything with it. But the price tag is a little hefty. For what I would pay for it, I would rather have a PC. Because it's crazy to me. It's like, holy crap, that's a console price. And I remember like when Xbox One first came out, it was like, okay, that's expensive. But the PlayStation, I kind of bit the bullet, and I was like, you know. But on the Xbox, I waited till the price went down to get my Xbox. Now with the new one, I'm like, oh, man, no way, man. That shit's expensive. I don't even have a 4K TV, so that shit can sit on the shelves. Oh, fuck you. You can sit there. Bad Xbox. Bad, bad, bad. PlayStation 2. Bad PlayStation. Bad, bad prices. Bad, bad, bad. Poor people can't afford this. Bad, bad. You gotta take a loan out to get your shit, you know? Like, I'm still paying this off 20 years later. Why'd you do it? Because I played Elder Scrolls Online. It was the best times of my life, and now I'm in debt forever. Xbox One X is great if you have a 4K TV, yeah. If you run a 1080p, not much different from Xbox One S, right? It's not. If you don't have the 4K TV, fuck that console. That's what I'm saying. I mean, it looks badass. I haven't got to test it, but it looks really sweet. You know, but at the same time, am I willing to pay the penny for it? Well, no, I'll just get a PC. Screw you guys. Fuck off. You want me to buy a new TV and this? Oh my god. Have you guys priced the 4K TVs? Makes smart TVs look dumb. Like, duh. The price might be the downfall or themed box. Right. And it's like, hello. I mean, I know people trying to say our economy's in recovery, but I don't see it. The more we make, the more we're spending. The prices of food is ridiculous. I went there. I remember spending like $4 for like chicken, right? Like, you know, to feed my family. Now it's almost $7. I'm like, say fucking what? What is happening, man? Is this like pumped up chicken or some shit now? No, it's the economy. Well, I know what it is, you know. But seriously, the more you make, the more everything just gets hiked. It's diminishing returns on an economic level to offset the difference within different curves. They're going to make more so we can charge them more. So we can keep the balance. No one's allowed to get ahead. You know. My man bought me a new 4K TV over the weekend. Damn you! I'm so jealous. Oh, Danny, if you want to get it, get it. Yeah, by the time I can get a 4K TV, there will be a new series out, right? They look really nice. Did you get one of the curved ones, Mustang? You guys see those 4K curved TVs? I'm like, oh my god. Who needs to go to the movie theater? It's in my house. Microsoft has said it's aimed for a certain gamer type. They expect the Xbox One S to still be their big seller. Of course, right. I'm thinking about testing Sentry Set with Sheer and a Nightblade hunting Nightblade. Yeah, me and Uology were ripping motherfuckers yesterday. We were ripping. Man, I got in a pug with my 12-year-old son and a couple other players. The other two players were so bad. I'm usually patient, but was so triggered, had to just turn off the game for the day. You know what ended up happening? It sucked. So we're PvPing also yesterday, and we're doing really good. And then all of a sudden we get to these points where the lag starts kicking in, and you all know what I'm talking about. Doesn't even matter what platform you're on. All of a sudden, Uology's like, I think I'm going to crash. I'm like, no, you're not. He's like, no, I think I'm going to crash. And he crashed. And he's like, okay, I'm coming back. And all of a sudden, he's trying to get back in the game. And as soon as he gets back in the game, it boots him from Cyrodiil. And then he has a 30 Q over his head for getting DC'd in Cyrodiil. I'm like, dude, that sucks so bad. But it's so fucking real. And it was really sucked. Because it was just like he was like on a roll. He's like, you know, stealthing, clicking, boom, boom, boom. Next thing you know, DC, click. I was like, oh shit. I'm like, where'd you go, dude? Oh, dude, I got like, as soon as you left to Uology, like, friggin' Kush and those guys were all together. I think there was like 4 or 5 Nightblades, man. I got impaled, incapacitated, all sorts of stuff. It was bad. It was nasty. Yes, we did, and he dropped over 2,000. Yeah, I believe that. The curved TV, but I bet you like it. I bet you really like that. You better love that man, Mustang. You better. A woman who loves a man who brings home a TV is the shit. Women, if you have a man who brings you home a TV, you are so special. It's not for him. It's for you. It is for you. He loves you that much. Say big time, that is. Yes, we did, and he dropped. Okay, yeah. By the time you buy a 4K HDR TV, Xbox One, X Games, controllers, etc., you could build a gaming PC. Right. No, that's serious. That's why I said that shit can sit on the shelves. That shit can sit on the shelves. For all of that, what I'm going to spend, I could have me a rig. My controller's doing funky stuff. I gotta hold this thing just right because my Bluetooth went blech, so I'm using a controller. I got 30. I ended up unplugging my console for about 10 minutes and it fixed the problem. I bet Uology. It sucked though. It really did last night. It sucks so bad. We were really doing good too. Okay, Celine's. And regular Bloodroot Forge. And I think I got to do the Celine quest too. My wife would be happy if I remember to throw out the trash. You know what? That's my job. If it piles up and it just gets overflowed, I have to clean up the mess and everything. That's like, you know, she don't fuck with that. She cooks. Like certain meals, okay, so we share cooking kind of responsibility. So certain times she'll cook. Well, I should say it depends what we're having is what she'll cook. Because she says that she cooks it better than me. I don't see it. And for some reasons, my kids want to side with her. I think it's a woman conspiracy thing in this house. Because I'm like, I cook it just as good as your mom do. And they're like, no, you don't. And I'm like, yes, I do. I do it exactly the way your mom does it. No, you don't, Dad. I'm like, yes, I do. No, you don't. I'm like, I think this is a conspiracy. You're all lying to me. Oh, Mystic, what is your PSN? I tried to search. It's Mystic Raven, MISTICKRAVEN.
No, usually.
Alright, yeah, I needed this bitch. Might want to eat my food. Alright. Dude, that thing just dodge rolled. It was so cool. They're getting really good with these AIs. Why isn't that thing dead? You fucker. Drop. Normal's not hard. I want to know why my thing's not turning on, though. Maybe a little too easy. Yeah, we missed the blue ball days. It'll come back. I'm just working on, you know, getting some of these Undaunted done on some of these tunes. It will be back. Remember, I love healing. Where's that friggin' stupid blood root? There. Stamsork. Blue balls, rest in peace. And no! There's no rest in peace for the blue balls. The blue balls can never get rest. There will always be blue balls out there. Remember it. For the blue balls. Where in the hell is that stupid nasty bloodroot at? Yo man, do not start until everybody's in here. Find the bloodroot, find the bloodroot. Get this fucking bear off me. Ow. I love getting rooted. Come here, bitch. DLC tomorrow, Wednesday. Should be. Hey guys, make sure you guys sign up for that sweepstakes too online. Zoss is having a sweepstakes where they can fly you to PAX and you can win all sorts of stuff, and all you got to do is play the game. That's it. I wonder what we do. I don't know. Was 1.8 gigabyte patch for PC. Yeah, it's usually relatively almost kind of within the same parameters. Ow! Hate these motherfuckers.
The Dreadhorde claims this land!
Preparing for war. Just the beginning, I'm sure.
Never seen Richmond so ravaged! They're mad!
Did I get a beetle scoop? Yes! Beetle scoots! Oh, no, no, no. I hate these fuckers here. Usually you have to run back and shit. On hard mode, I usually bring those dudes down. They will fuck some shit up, those fucking beetles. Do 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 do. Ow! Okay, add first. Bump that fucker. Okay, here comes the boss.
On animals!
The forge is my heart.
Okay, it's gonna call up the ad. Should be an ad coming up. Where's the other ad? Oh well. Is elegant, precise sword worth anything? Yeah. Depending on if like they use elegance and like say some other set like necropotence or I mean whatever and they don't have crit, yeah, precise is definitely worth it. Because the Thief Mundus isn't going to give you enough penetration towards, you know, that nice fine... Oh, shit. Fucked up. It's not going to give that nice fine point to you. Stay towards these rocks if you get emoted like that. Uh-oh. No. Nope. Don't think so. Bam! Fuck you, bitch! Ah! Get it! Bump him! I'm dead. Oh, they did it! On hard mode, these these dudes are fucked. I never get pug this smooth in a DLC. Ah, that sucks. PC, like I said, PC's a little different. It is. But this is normal. I'm just here for the skill point. I won't do DLCs until, like, you know, I'm up there a little bit more. Anything else? God, I could use a friggin' shard right now. Oh shit! No! My controller went stupid. Sorry about that. My controller wire pulled out. I'm flinging it around like I heard Mystic took out his arch nemesis in PvP with 12k parse. Something like that, maybe. We actually got it recorded too. It was pretty funny. Somebody was egging me to do it repeatedly. Even if you do not have Clockwork DLC, you will need 5 light to run Harness Magicka. Yeah, it's a base game change. Ow! Ooh. Hurt. Get these ads down. I can't believe they let him live through that. That's bullshit. Get on the friggin' bottle, you stupid! I'll do it! Ow. Boop, 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 boop. You cannot craft jewelry. Not yet, you can't. Not until the add jewelry crafting, Lewis. If they will, Sauce. You want to add jewelry crafting. You must add jewelry crafting. The people want the jewelry crafting. Ow. Up. Wrong button. My fuck up.
Father of man-beasts, huntsman of the princes, Ursine, hear me! Seek the wilderness timid herd. Offer.
No, no.
Bless our hunt with your hungry blades, and you will forever feast on a swine.
What is the tank doing? They're supposed to take it the other way. Oh well, fuck it. It's normal.
Dangerous prey quickens the blood.
How did this one happen? Okay. Pull it. That's why you do it on the other side. Why does he got him smack in the middle? Anybody see the lava yet? Yep, there it is. Done. Normal. Whatever. Not that I'm gonna keep that one. Ooh, wait a minute. When you for PvP, 45 seconds though. That's the problem with some of these sets. Mystic, hack sword, this pug. No one died. Ah. Yeah. Well, no, one person did. They got, like, beetled. They did. Somebody did get beetled. That was almost the perfect run. Almost. Somebody died. Wasn't me, but somebody did. Got that a skill point, though. That's nice. I'll take the skill point. This in hard mode, if you don't like if you put that dude on top of that Minotaur on hard mode, yeah, no, that's bad. That would suck. I would cry. Speed run, hacks, pug, right? We pug them. It's normal though. I mean, yeah. I like pugging vets a lot better, and some of the new DLC dungeons, trying to pug some of those can be like, I don't get like I understand the difficulty difference, right, between normal and vet level, and I wonder to myself, like, people like try to like, I mean, it's always different to get adjusted to a mechanic, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel like there's like people in, like, you know, well above cap, and then they still are struggling to understand mechanics, man. And I don't know. And I don't know if it's because they don't put themselves in that dungeon a lot, or if they're in there only specifically in and out, or what. I mean, I can't speak for everybody. And even the low player who struggles with rotation, if you communicate right, you can get through content, you know? I mean, it's, you know, just problem of it is learning mechanics. Mechanics is a big deal, you know, in every game, you know, just learning mechanics. Get it, get it, get it. I always tell people, run normal, man. At least get base mechanics down, and then get your speed down. When you start speeding up on normal mode, then go in for your hard mode. There'll be that one or two mechanics you maybe didn't catch, you weren't really paying too much attention to, and it makes a difference in your vet mode. But it's completely doable, completely, definitely. So, yep. Easy peasy. Normal. Easy peasy. You know, I got some easy ones today. Looking pretty good. But I'm going to go ahead and let you go. Yeah, everything should be out this Wednesday for console players. And Mustang, since you already have the 4K TV, you might as well get the Xbox. But here's the deal, Mustang. The Xbox is about $500. I don't know, man. I don't know. For as much as everything was, I would want a rig, because for like $100 more for software and stuff, I can have a gaming rig from like online. I mean, you can't get a gaming rig like that in a store. Like Best Buy will not sell you a gaming rig for under like $1,000 or some shit. I mean, it's a rip. But you know, I'm personally, I've always been a PC gamer. I went to console to try to like get away from the elite attitude, and I felt like every time I'm on PC, like I have that, you know, oh, I have to have this, and oh, I have to do that, and oh, and this, and that. And I wanted to get on console because we don't have all these add-ons. We shouldn't have this elite attitude. Unfortunately, I think the pretend elitists on console are a lot worse than actual PC gamers. Because PC gamers, as elite or snubbish that we can be, we actually are a lot more open-minded than I found console players to be. Some console players to be. Not all, not even half, but some. Deltia is loving the Earthgore set. I do not like the 35-second cooldown, though I am sticking with Troll King. Yeah, I don't like 35-second. I mean, it's cool. It is cool. But, you know, for 35 seconds, PvP, I can understand it. I can understand why he likes it. PvP, I completely understand it. For, you know, I get his you know, his concept. Yeah, I completely agree with him on that. And I agree that PvE, it's a wash set. It's like, I can't use this in PvE. I can't use Troll King in PvE either, but, you know, whatever. Yeah, he did. I think he just put it there because in the video he does say, I don't think it's BIS. He did say that. He's like, I think it's a good set for this circumstance. So I don't think he was trying. I think he just kind of put it there for people to kind of say, you might think it's BIS, but it really is going to matter on how you use the set. Here are the pros and the cons. I actually really did like his approach on the video because I did watch it. And yeah, everybody knows how I feel about the BIS word. I do not like it, not in a game like this. But the way he put it in context, he wasn't literally saying it's BIS. So I actually thought he did it. He did it well. Like it has pros, it has cons. Well, that is not exactly right. At the end, he explained no BIS, but situational BIS based on personal playstyle. Yeah, I guess that's a way to kind of throw it in there. Maybe curve it in. I don't know. BIS to me does not exist in this game. It just doesn't. Because every fucking set applies different to every friggin' class, first. And then second, we all know that the racial passives should determine your primary sets, you know, and your mundus or your mundus, either primary set or mundus based on race alone. On that premise alone, you should be determining what you're going to be needing. Now, I could take a Bosner, a Khajiit, and a Redguard and put them all in Hundings, for example, right? But one's going to have higher regen, Bosner. One's going to have a higher crit, Khajiit. One's going to have higher stamina, Redguard. So, I have slight indifferences between all three. So, I have to go ahead and either enchant or pick up a secondary set to offset the different values. Yeah, let's be honest, SPC is BIS. You know what? I wouldn't roll Spell Power Cure as much if DPS wasn't so whiny and dependent on it. Because Spell Power Cure is probably one of it doesn't heal as much as some of the other sets you can use. You can put other healing sets on that will heal better than Spell Power Cure as a healer. Problem of it is the buff is what people are anticipating. Now keep in mind, Spell Power Cure buff will apply to you. But the question of it is, does it maximize your healing? No, doesn't. It doesn't. And that's the problem. It's a clickbait title. Probably. I can't hate him on that, though. I mean, I can nitpick every little thing if I wanted to, but, you know, I think he's doing good. I think the build is good. I think he's having fun, and he's providing informational stuff to the community, and as long as it's not misleading, I'm going to support him. You know, until somebody comes out with misleading information and whatever, they can title anything whatever, but, you know, he's bringing out useful information, and he's having fun. And that's all I care about. And being positive for the community. For group healing, yeah, SPC is pretty much it. Yeah, it's just the way it is. SPC is going to be, until they come out with a set that affects like penetration or something for healers off. I didn't say that. But until they come out with some other kind of set, party members and teams are going to be dependent on spell power, or they're going to be like, hooked on spell power cure. But spell power cure doesn't maximize your healing as a healer. It doesn't. It's just like, I have to sacrifice some healing for spell power cure. I'm kidding, of course, but it does help with healing and DPS. Right. And that's the problem, though. I mean, I feel like, I know you're kidding, Ology, but it's a serious subject. Like, I feel like a lot of players, we were rolling in a dungeon the other day, me, Uology, and Duck. And we were in friggin' Celine's. And we had a pug healer with us. Well, didn't have spell power cure. I didn't mind not having the spell power cure as DPS. What I cared about was I wasn't getting my combat prayer buff. But hey, whatever. PvP Templar running, yeah. No, and I think it's good. His build's solid. It's a solid build, and he's efficient at it. That is a healing PvP setup, right? Yep, and it is. And it works out good. And he likes Sanctuary, and he's good at it. He puts in a team in. They keep close quarter combat. Sanctuary procs up. He's doing killer with it. He's doing really good with it. I think he's going to be... I think him coming back is a positive thing for the community. Cypher is starting to plug a little bit more time into Elder Scrolls. He did his thing for a minute, and he still will. And he'll still push out those other games. And I think that's a good avenue for Cypher. But him... coming in and out and doing these events, great. The only person I want to see pop in again soon is Fang Rush. I love Fang Rush. Watching his PvP is the best from a group standpoint. He's so good with group play. I want to see Fang. I want to see Fang Rush come in and do some shit again, because he's just so good. This game could go wherever direction, and Fang Rush is a player who will always adapt, and he will always have his teammates who will adapt with him, and he will coordinate every team to victory, whatever it takes. Gotta love that man. He's the shit. If the DPS demanded SPC, I demand a DPS to run Powerful Assault. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I'm not arguing. Well, one day when you are on Xbox and I become a big kid, we could run some dailies. Oh, okay, Josh. Yeah, definitely, man. Like I said, I'm hoping to get on Xbox sometime maybe next year. And I want to cap up. On PlayStation, I'm good. I'm like 900 on champion points. So, like, I'm in my 900s. I'm good on that platform for a while. I don't see, whatever... in 690s cap, so I'm well good on that. I'm just trying to play catch up on PC. This isn't my main platform, but it's nice. I get to play with people. I get to test things. I get to come on here. I really like it. I want to get on Xbox. I have a real life friend who's on Xbox. I will probably be going AD on that platform because I'm EP on PS. I'm DC on this platform. I am DC on this platform. I have 1 or 2 EP tunes, but majority of my characters are all DC because I have a real life friend who plays DC on here. I don't want people to know that, but of whatever. And I'll probably go AD on Xbox. Kind of keep it, equal. If they can tell you to run insert set name here, then you can tell them to run set name here. Works both ways. You would think, Rock. You would think. But DPS is like, a lot, I think, in certain aspects. And from a healer and tank's perspective, Rock, I think you get that understanding. Like, when I'm in a trial, I ask, who's running, who's got Alkosh? And if no DPS will say it. Like, no DPS will say, I have the Alkosh. And I'm like, why? Oh, why do you have Alkosh? Why does the tank have Alkosh? I don't want my tank having Alkosh. No. I want my DPS to have Alkosh. And he better have it. He better fucking have that shit. But most of the time, that's why I have a tune that has Alkosh on it. But it's like, for me personally, can a tank wear it? Yeah. His friggin', oh, that's my granddaughter. His DPS looks like I mean, not DPS, his friggin' mitigation is shit. It's really shitball. I have major problems with it. You run AD? I want to do each faction different on each platform. So I'm not a fence jumper on my platforms. I don't try to be, but like on PC, I do have 2 different factions, and if I do play the factions, I won't jump in that campaign during its campaign. So if I start playing DC, right, during a campaign, I won't jump on EP. I don't want to be an influence, and players can be, and I don't think people get that. Like, you can influence the faction, which way they push, all sorts of shit, and I don't think it's honorable. I want to be an honorable player. So it's just, that's who I am. Got a lot of these Skeletreks. But anyways, guys, I'm going to call this. It's 10 o'clock. Deltio should be on in an hour. I don't know if he's going to stream today. But like I said, I always want to pay respect to my fellow content creators. I want to give that up to them and let them, you know, do their thing. Because I feel as a community, we can all be positive and we can all apply something. I know I can be a dick. I know I can be whatever. But at the same time, my intentions are for the best of this community and for this game. I'm a believer, and I want to support. I want to support my fellow content creators, and I think that's a healthy way moving forward. I'm trying to get away, so long as people don't throw up BIS and say this is the absolute. You're not going to hear me say negative things. But as soon as they fucking do that shit and they ignore shit and they want to do stupid shit, that's when I come in with fists swinging. And I don't want to be like that. So I always tell people, don't make me be like that, because I will be like that. I'm sticking up for my players, man. I'm sticking up for my community. So don't make me be like that. If we can do that, we're cool. But as soon as somebody starts doing some stupid shit, you know, we're going head to head. I don't care who you are. I might like you. Doesn't mean, you know, we ain't going to have, you know, some whatever. And a little bit of drama is good. A little bit of drama is good. It keeps it entertaining. You know, we got to spice it up a little bit, right? Got to have a little bit of drama here. I wanted to run EP, but was outvoted in guild. We had over 450 members, and they wanted high elf sorks. You know, it makes sense, especially if you didn't have any race, any alliance at the time. Yeah, that back in the day, that when it first launched, man, that was a kind of a big thing. You know, which directions are you going to go? I played Nords, so yeah, Nords are badass. I'm really liking my Nord tanks. I'm going to make an Imperial character, I think, on next year. I got 2 more tunes on this for the New Life event, and I want to do something else, and I think I saved Imperial tank for last. I tried Imperial DPS on something, and I don't know. Oh, look, you guys, my troll. What a dumbass. But anyways, yeah, so definitely, you know, it's crazy to me, man. You know, I feel like, I don't know, man. We'll see how things go and which directions everything keeps going. Yes, 12k DPS. I'm on fire. You know, the funny thing is, I haven't been back in VMA. Oh, I haven't been in VMA yet on the PC. I've debated. If I go in VMA, if I go back into VMA on PC, it'll probably be to get the staff. I don't want anything else in VMA, like 0. If anything, there's more stuff in Vet DSA that I want. I really want a couple of things that I need to do on here for Vet DSA, and I'm getting close to like getting up to trials, running the Vet DSA. So all my PC players that, you know, fellow PC players, I will be looking for party members for upcoming Vet DSA runs. And usually I'll play the healer. I'll do the whole little like cheese thing with the tanking thing, and I'll do that. I like playing the whole mechanic, but a lot of times people want to cheese it and get it over with, and I get it. I understand. So I'll do that. And then I'm getting ready for my vet trials, because I'll need like my Alkosh yet on this platform, because all my other stuff's on PS4. So I'll need my Vicious, my Alkosh, and my shit, my it's off the top of my head, Ethereal set. So I'll need that. So those are the sets I'll have to be farming for coming up, especially when I start getting back into doing trials. And once again, I'll do trials to get the sets, primary base sets, and then we'll go from there. But I always tell people you don't need any specific one weapon to do any said specific content. You will get a slight downside, and this is one thing I told somebody. Yeah, because the VMA bow is so trash. This dude. Anyways, so the one thing that I want, like, what I want to do is probably get things kind of a little different. Like, I have some builds that are similar, but I'm rolling different races. So I want to kind of show in the future the differences between the two and how you're going to offset that. And I want to try to do like a side-by-side comparison, like taking a Redguard Stam Sork versus a Khajiit Stam Sork, and kind of going side-by-side on a stat sheet, how you can make those differences. And when it comes to weapons, Master or VMA or the new ones, you don't need them. It's going to be preference, because you're going to lose something in the process. Remember that for the proc. Because running VMA 200 times to get a bow or staff was so much fun, right? I didn't do it anymore. When I was doing the math and I got on like the PTS and I'm doing the test between all the weapons at my disposal and ideal traits at my disposal, I realized, like, why in the fuck would I be doing this? Like, it's not. Like, I'll lose on this at certain builds. On certain builds. And certain builds it was beneficial. And I was like, you know, RNG trash at this moment, you know? And I was like, you know, and I have like my purple hunt set, you know, which I want to do a build with the hunt. I'm really thinking about that. Like using a Warden, Stand Warden with Hunt and Bone Pirates. Think about that, guys. Hunt and Bone Pirates on Stand Warden. It'd be badass. But you have to get the Hunt in VMA. If you could do normal, but you only get blue jewelry, you know. I mean, I guess you could go Bone Pirate pieces. But if you want the purple jewelry of the Hunt, you have to do Vet Maelstrom. That's the only way you can get it. And but there are some certain sets in there. The Permafrost set for Warden looks really good. I think all the sets in VMA are more tailored for Warden, and like the sets that are in there. So there always are good sets out there. The problem of it is, the question of it is, how are you going to basically apply it? Nice excuse for not being able to finish. Dude, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? What? I don't care. Whatever. I love these trolls. Love them. I mean, if you want to be a VMA player, go ahead. Be a VMA player. I haven't... I was in there a month and a half ago. I'm messing around with a new build. Trying to check something out. But other than that, yeah, I haven't been back in there. I was in Vet DSA up until one Tamriel. Like we were doing some Vet DSA runs when the changes went around. And the one thing that I really wanted, like my destruction staff, my Vet DSA destruction staff, don't use it. I have it. I put it in a build, but I had defending because I can't. RNG sucks, whatever. But I finally got that bastard. And to me, it was like I was going to use it for PvP, but it wasn't really beneficial. Like, to me, it was just like, whatever. Not for my build, not for my playstyle. I've tried different things. I've went on PTS. I've tried a bunch of different things. Whatever. I am not saying you can't do it. And there's a sword and board. I'm actually going to try to get the sword and board. So, there's a build I want to do. Sacrifice the monster set for sword and board. So, I want to try it. We'll see. A lot of things coming in the future. We'll do it. We'll do it. We'll check it out. But other than that, guys, you always have these trolls right here. You know, it's the same dude. He's been trolling me for months. He just gets on different accounts. And like, he's the one who's like, oh, Nernhound sucks. And then all of a sudden he's like, that wasn't me, because he's on a different account. And then it's like, dude, really? I know who you are. I know who you are. You told somebody that Nernholm sucks, but now you're on that Nernholm shit because it's so bis at the moment. Oh my god, these dumb fucks. They're fucking dumb. Some of these players are dumb, and these people right here are primary reasons that stupidity runs amok. But here, I'll just do this dude a favor. I blocked him I don't know how many times, like 100 or some shit. But anyways, guys, I'm going to let you go. If you guys are Delta fans, go check him out. If anybody has any questions or comments, please post below. I want to thank you guys for watching. And once again and always, have a nice day.